Yo. We here.
Man, what's happening, bro?
What's up, big guy? We back in the flesh.
Back in
Hey,
the flesh. And what's that you say? Back in the building?
we back in the building. Running in to save the chillins, the
Oh
cheering.
boy, we are
What's
definitely
up
back.
with you, big guy?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much, bro.
Whew. All right. It's
Been a
been good,
minute.
man. Been a minute.
Been a
But you
minute. That's
know,
all right. We
you
good though.
it could have been 2 minutes,
Yeah, it could have been.
Could have could
We
have
we
been
do work, so everybody we do
mm-hmm,
work.
could have been. And, we come back, come back. We don't try to force it because, like I said, it's from the heart, guys.
Oh yeah, it's
We
straight
can't
from the
force it.
heart, man.
So we here, man. We here. Let that man. Hey, hold on. This how long it's been. Hey, how was y'all Christmas out there? What do y'all? How was y'all Christmas?
Oh
Hmm?
man,
Hmm?
yeah. How was that? Oh boy, yeah. How was your Christmas? Everybody. Oh boy, that's funny right there. But we are back,
How
y'all. We are back in this building, y'all.
back in this bill? Shoot. How was your guys' ice storm? How was your
Yeah,
guys'
and the snow.
snowstorm?
And the
Woo,
snow.
woo. Boy, it's been a minute, man.
Yeah, but we are back, y'all. We are back. We'd like to welcome each and every one of you all who are tuning in right now. They started, y'all almost missed us. We appreciate
Y'all didn't think we was coming back, but we was here. We back. We got you guys.
We're
Thank
back,
y'all.
y'all. We're
Thank
back.
y'all for
Welcome,
being here.
welcome. Welcome back to Open Night Mike. We are back, y'all.
Mhm. It's a
Open
tremendous
Mic Night.
pleasure. A tremendous
We are
pleasure.
here. We are here. We just thank each and every one of you all for tuning in. Everybody's coming in. If this your first time, we'd like to welcome you all to Open Mic Night. We like appreciate you. We appreciate you. We miss y'all. But like I said, we do work. We have other obligations too. We don't do this full
Mhm.
time, but somebody got to pay
Mhm.
them bills.
Yeah, man, come pay my bills because that. Hey, since the last time we spoke, my bills that went up,
I
up,
know it, man. I know it.
the
I know it.
the upper room.
All right.
You know what that can be a starting off conversation, man. Dude, I think we got to have a series of breaking like breaking generational chains and curses because there is one that I hate. This goes into family. This also goes into relationship. So we grew up. Me and you, we grew up. When you turn 18, you getting out of the house. You going to college. You going to the military, or you getting out of this house. You're not staying here. So now let's fast forward to your mid 20s and 30s. There's a lot of girls, there's a lot of women that's not gonna date men because they don't got their own place. They don't have their own car. They don't make a certain amount of money. And I'm like, do you see this economy out here?
Yeah.
So you calling me a mama's boy? You calling me soft because I'm staying at home with family, with family, with parents, with aunts and uncles, and you think I can't put it together? Rent is more than my paycheck. Is what I'm saying. 80,000 used to be a good number. Now 80,000 can barely cover one person,
Mhm.
and I'm talking about 80,000 a year annually. That's what I'm talking about.
And
That
this
used
what
to
eight.
be. I'm
Go ahead.
listening. I'm
And
listening.
this, and this what 80,000 sound like.
Yeah, crumbling. Yo, no, but I really want to have that conversation, guys. I'm like, when can we look at somebody that's staying home with their parents and just say that person is smart, that person is saving up? Because right now we about to go behind the curtains right now, and I'm proud I'm able to do this, but I'm not saying this in no bragging way. God done blessed me to be able to be in an apartment, and I'm paying upwards of $1,800. $1,800.
Oh, you definitely in the upper room.
And I'm like, that's just base rent. Ain't even all my other bills together. That's just base rent. And I'm like, that's not a flex. That's stupid. Because I'm paying for somebody else's dream. I could be using this money paying into my house or buying me a piece of land. If I had somebody that allowed me to stay there for 1 year, do you know how much I can save up?
1 year?
Just 1 year. We can do it right now. I'm gonna just say my rent was $2,000. 1 year, that's $24,000
in 1 year. But you know what? We don't even look at it like that.
We and where did that come from?
Back in our day.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to get out of here when you're 18. What? Now 18. Now you got to get out here on your own. If you don't have a good job, man, you in trouble.
Hey, let me go ahead and get it started right quick. White parents let their kids stay.
Well, you think? Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just
hear you. Okay.
They do. You see the kids going home. I mean, it'd be a happy. That's instilled in them at a young age. Okay. I have white friends. They went to college, and once they got their degree, their parents welcomed them back home. And get yourself together, son.
All right. Hey, you finna have this right coming in. Okay, keep that.
You want to know why? Because we ain't organized. We don't have that type of power. Feel me?
And we won't even teach them.
No, we don't. We don't. Man, let me get it off. We wasn't supposed to start off like this.
No, man, we're gonna start off that way. We get in the position where we just want to push them out. You know, this is how you got to learn how to be a man, or it's how you learn how to be a woman and stuff. Not thinking maybe you need to stay home for about a year or two. Just save your money. Don't go out here and blow your money. Save your money. Like you said, $24,000 in 1 year, $48,000 2 years.
God.
Then you got enough to go. You got enough to get out there and start on your own with a nice cushion inside the bank. Even if you rent a hotel, I'm not going to say hotel. If you rent an apartment, if you said, well, I'm going to pay my rent up for 1 year, I got $24,000 cash right now for 1 year. That give you another chance to save up another 24. Because like most apartments now, you know, the water is included. Some of the cable and stuff is included. So you just pay basically a light bill and rent.
Yeah.
But we don't teach our kids that. The thing we do is teach kids. Most of them teach kids go out and get you a nice car and all this kind of stuff, and that's fine and dandy. But and then a lot of them don't want to. You know, a lot of kids now they don't even want to obey the parents in the house. You can't do this in the household. You can't do that in the household. No, that's right. You can't do all that. You know. Then that's when they say, if you want to do that, get your own place.
Now that will be the thing. That will be the thing for me. I have kids. They move off. I'm gonna be honest, and let's talk about it. Ain't nobody smashing nobody in my spot except me. Me. I'm sorry, son. No, I'm sorry. And here's the thing. Now, as a man, I know my son gonna sneak and do it. I know it. I know they're gonna sneak and do it some kind of way. Like, so I'm not gonna be
there 24/7.
I'm not gonna be there 24/7. I'm trusting in him, and when he do it, I'm gonna make it seem like I'm mad and I'm upset. But in the back of my head, I know this is what he gonna do. It's just another level of parenting. But here's what I'm talking about. That living room couch and my bedroom better not ever get done. Not ever.
You better go and get your hotel, bro.
Yeah. Get your I'll help you with the hotel, but nah, man, no, you're right, man. It's like we shoot our culture. We shoot our culture in the foot so bad. And then, like, when you bring your kids back home, you can have the best child in the world. You bring your child back home, he or she, and then it's like you start making them pay more, like not majority, but pay 30-40% of the rent. I understand people have to pay their part of stuff right now. But still understand you as a parent, and you supposed to be teaching them responsibilities. This is the myth that I want to break. I want to break just because we had it hard. Now it's us to make our kids, it's up to us to make our kids have it hard. No, we're not supposed to make our kids have it hard just because we had it hard. We had it hard because that was our circumstance. Our parents didn't know no other way. They didn't know no other way. This is all they had. Do you think my dad wanted to sleep on the couch with 3 kids with only a one bedroom or 2 bedroom house? My sister had her own room. Me and my brother had to share bunk beds. Do you? I'm sorry, we can say it now. Do you think my father wanted to come home and then had to go outside to the water meter and turn it back on just so we could take showers? No, he ain't called him and say, "Hey, turn this off. They need some tough times." He ain't do that. So now we done got in a better position in our lives, and we can handle it. But just because you grew up tough, now you feel like your son and your daughter need to feel it. No, they don't. You're supposed to keep them away from that. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna throw it a call. You guys call your parents who call your kids soft. You are missing the blessing. Your kids is not supposed to be hard. Your kids is not supposed to think like adults. Your kids is not supposed to be paying bills. Your kids is not supposed to be taking care of the house. Look, this may sound crazy. Your kids are supposed to go to school, come home, clean up their room, chores around the house, their homework. They supposed to be gullible. They supposed to not think all. They supposed to be a child. They supposed to be a child. And as a parent, it is your job to give them provision so when they become 18 and 21, they have a grasp on life and how to handle life outside of the house. Come on, man.
That's right. You know, and it's a good thing because we teach them. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to teach them to be really better than us. That's what we're supposed to teach them, to be better than us.
Prideful parents don't. But let me stop.
Yeah, and before I even go any further, everybody that just tuning in, welcome to Open Mic Night. We are back. We appreciate each and every one of you all. But you know, we teach them, and I'm proud, like my kids, all 3 of my kids. You know, I'm proud of them because you know they are out. You know, Brandon with me because of sickness and stuff. But if he wasn't like that, he'd probably be out too. So, and it's a good thing, you know. And if they need help, you know, I do my best to help them if I got it at the moment. But I don't look at them. I don't even down them. And if I had a 5-bedroom, I tell them, you know what, y'all come on back to the house.
Right.
Save your money.
Man,
save your money for about 2 years. 3. I'll push it to 3. Save your money for 3 years. That way, when you leave, you got a nice cushion. Go ahead and get your car. You ain't got to get no expensive car, all this kind of stuff, because you trying to show off for somebody. Get your car, you can pay for it in about 1.5 years, maybe 2. You can get a nice car for that. And go on by your business. That way your car be paid for when you leave. And if you rent, like I said earlier when we jumped on, you save up $24,000, $48,000 a year in 1 year. You got enough to, if you get an apartment, you got enough to pay for that for a whole year. And you ain't got to worry about it. Just make sure you get your receipt when you do.
So even 2 things with that. One, let's just use me. I done been a full-time employee on salary at my job for 3 years. So that means in 3 years, if I stayed and I saved $2,000 a month, I would have had $72,000 saved up. $72,000. Here's the other thing now. Here's the mindset. I have friends that's not of us. They're in their 20s, young 30s, 5, 10, 15, 20 acres of land that they have. It was gifted to them, or their parents bought it, or they gave it, or their parents gave it to them when they turned a certain age. We could let our kids take that money and go get a piece of land. Yep. Don't get a piece of land to where nobody can ever kick you off of that land. You don't want to be put in a position to where somebody tell you you gotta go. And then you get that land. I'm gonna be honest, this may sound crazy, but if this was 10 years ago and I was single and I had this job right now, I would have me a RV on a lot somewhere. just to save, not for my entire life, but I would have me a RV, I would have me a mobile home. But you know what's happening right now? They got these little tiny homes that they building, these boxables. I would have me something that's just small for myself. That goes back to the first point that I made. You're trying to get in a relationship. That woman who is meant to be with you will understand what you're doing. And if she don't understand, she will at least hear you out, to hear your side of the story. But a woman look at you and she see that you staying at home with mom or dad, or you got an RV, or you got something. Hey, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing, because you ain't even made it to your position yet. And do you know how much hell and high water you're gonna have trying to appease her and trying to get her to understand?
Yeah.
And this could be the other way around. I'm coming from a male point of view, but I'm also coming from the point of view because parents more like they let their daughters stay longer than they do their sons more times than less. So that's the reason why I'm got that angle. But leave that. Get yourself together. Get yourself together, or find you someone that is okay with the vision and want to be a part of the vision, not the finished part, not the finished product, but the vision.
Oh yeah, and they do. Because we know that's our girls. You're gonna let your girls stay a little bit longer than the boys. But the way we are now in this generation, times we're in right now, Neil, they might have to come back home anyway.
Yeah. Yes.
The way it's going right now, they may have to come back home anyway. And everybody that's sitting here, y'all want to chime in if you want to. Let us know what you think, how you feel about all that you just heard. Because maybe your kids may have to come home. Because the way stuff is so high right now, man. Mm-hmm. But I say to people that always complain about stuff that's real high, I say, but you ain't stop your habits. You'll make a way to get that habit.
They found a way for the habits.
They found a way for the habit, and they continue on. And whether you drink, smoke, or whatever you do, they find a way.
That's facts. That's so true. They found a way for that. You know what? That should be found a way for the habit. God, that sounds good but bad at the same time. The thing is though, we can have good habits. We can have good habits. Let's find a way for the habit. Because at the end of the day, anything that you really want, you're gonna find a way. Anything.
In anything. I don't care what it is. They're gonna find a way.
Gas done went up to $5 a gallon. People still find a way to the ABC store. Found a way.
Complain about everything else.
Complain about everything. Gas is too high.
Let some new joints come out.
Oh, find a way. They're gonna find a way. Lord Jesus. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Let that new iPhone come out.
They definitely gonna find a way. If y'all notice, phones, they get higher and higher with every upgrade.
And when you look at it, when they do that, when you get it paid off, what happened to it?
Well, battery burnout, start moving slow, and can't do this and that. So what you do, you go upgrade your phone, you turn that phone in and get you another one. Straight cycle.
And that's it. And you keep right on going with no problem.
You gotta find. And here's the thing. Find a way. I'm gonna get behind the scenes and let y'all know something. My car almost went out. My car motor went out. It was going out. And I had one payment left on the car. Just one payment. And luckily, this is how God be shining. The car that I have had a recall on. I'm not gonna say the name, so I don't want to come back. They come back, take my motor. But the car that I have had, like, it has a lifetime recall to where if the motor messed up, I can take it back to the dealership, get it fixed free of charge. So I have a 2014 vehicle with a brand new motor in there. I didn't have to pay 1 penny. I found a way. Now here's the thing. A part of me, because they were saying I might have to pay in this or that, a part of me was about to trade that car in and get a brand new car. What that do? What that mean? That means I have a car that's paid off. I turned it in to get a new car that I'm about to have a 5 to 3 7 year car payment on.
If not longer.
Oh, hold on. And we forgot about interest rates.
And
Come
insurance.
on, man. I was about to be right back in the same cycle, but I found a way. And one reason why I found a way, they fixed the motor. The car's falling apart, but I got a friend. Found a friend has a shop. Bring my car anytime. I pay for the parts. I take care of your car. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
What I'm talking about right there.
That's all I can say. Let me say, hold on. Let me say it so you can understand what I mean. You guys got to find a way. The car parts that I was gonna have to pay, everything was $7,000. This where I went to for the shop, 2 large pizzas. I'm just saying like that. Leave it right there.
That's a good deal. Just like me. Anything I need done.
Mm-hmm.
A man said, "I'm thinking to keep my car detailed."
That's it.
And once I clean it, it's gonna stay clean because I'll be like, "Hey man, let me go ahead and get this before it start getting bad." Yeah, go ahead, man,
go ahead and pull it in.
Yeah.
Hey, what we do? Found a way for the habit, baby.
Found a way, man. Yeah.
For the habit.
As a matter of fact, Brandon had a blood exchange. And we were coming back down, well, in Charlotte, it's called Old Monroe Road.
Mm-hmm.
Man, do you know how much that daggone gas was up there? 409.
God.
I said, I can wait till I get back. I can wait till I get into Monroe somewhere before I get some gas. It's because it's cheaper down this way. It's sad that it's cheaper in Union County. But when I get to Anson County, it's 10 cents more.
10 cents more. Yep. Man. I don't know what's up with this gas, man. This gas is tripping. It's crazy.
I know, man. I know.
I need to find that. I need to find that guy that made gas out of plastic. I need to find him. Woo.
Oh man, they got him banned, man. They ain't gonna let you do that.
They want him to. He had an interview. They want him to patent it. But you're like, no, he ain't going to patent because he's just going to take his invention, the tech that he used to do that. They're going to take it. But they looking for him. He was in hiding for a little bit. I'm for real. He was in hiding for a little bit. Oh well, he keeping a low profile. You better.
Yeah, you better, man.
That's a $1 billion invention right there.
Man, yeah. Oh boy.
Billion. Would I be selfish and sell it for the $1 billion? I don't know. I might. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rural. I'm sorry. Yeah. Give me that money. I need that.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me.
As we move forward. It's so much to talk about that out in this world. But man, let's talk about this for a minute.
Come on with it. Come on with what we got.
That was so sad, man.
Ah, shoot.
Man, I was like, dang, bro. That hurt my feelings, boy. I'm like, wow, man. I mean, come on, dude. This is crazy right here.
I sent that to you. not this particular one. Well, it's this same case, but something other than this. And I was like, that mother, the pain she is gonna feel. I can't even put it in words.
Mm-mm.
Can't even put it in words.
No, you can't.
Seven,
You can't.
seven kids. Seven of them was his own. The other one was, I think, was hers, and then himself.
Yeah. Sad, man. I'm like, man. I mean, y'all, it is very serious out here. Y'all can take this stuff and this stuff lightly if you want to. It's no joke out here.
Serious business.
Y'all see that? I mean, and I know y'all don't heard the story. I know y'all don't heard the story. Y'all don't heard that story.
So much, man. It's so much.
The father kills unalive 8 children. 8. Yeah, 7 of the 8 children unalive were the shooter's own. 7 of them. Relatives said the gunman who died in the confrontation with the police was struggling with mental health problems and stressed about his relationship with his wife. They was getting ready to get a divorce. Man, I have never seen nothing like this in my life. Well, I heard about it, but I ain't never really seen it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that is heartbreaking, man.
Wait, here, why like I'm not for no murder at all. Not at all. If you're gonna do it, why go to the kids? Why the kids? Like why the kid? Why you couldn't keep that between you and your wife?
Why?
Or you try that's why I said the pain she gonna feel. Because I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter, but it's still kind of dark. There's a lot of men when they break up with they ladies, and this is actually a vice versa thing. When they break up with one another and they have a pet, they either take the pet or sometimes hurt their pet and then leave.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what this is. This man took all her kids away. Look, 7 kids, right? That means roughly anywhere between 5 to 8, if you're doing it back to back to back, 5 to 8 years of her being pregnant. Giving her body, nourishing kids, giving birth, raising them up to a certain age. Her body done went through it. And now she has nothing to show for it. That's one narrative. 2, her entire family is gone. Her family, she built the life. She had these kids build the life, and every single one of them is gone. Here's the other thing. She don't have nobody in front of her face that she can blame for this. She's gonna blame. And here's the thing. This is what I hate about a woman's soft heart. Somewhere through her grief, she gonna blame herself.
Somewhere.
She need to go get some real help. Because she's gonna internalize this. And they probably was having problems. They probably was arguing. Probably a lot of stuff was going on. Relationships happen. But now she don't have no family. The person she want to blame, he's not here. She just need family and friends. She needs help. She need to be around people. She don't need to be by herself at this point. Dang.
Yeah, that is so heartbreaking, man, to even witness something like that.
Look at that. Kids range from 3 to 11. So look, I was gonna say 10, but I didn't want to be overzealous. So that means this lady was pregnant with kids from at least anywhere from 7 to 10 years. If the age is from 3 to 7, So you already got from three to 11. That's already 8 years right there that she was
Yeah.
pregnant with. Then you got to give the months that she recovering. So that's 8. That's about 8 to 10 years. She done gave her life to kids.
And he was only 31.
How old was she?
I don't know how old she was.
That's crazy.
I'm just taking a guess that she probably right around the same age. Maybe a year too young or maybe a year too older. And that's sad, man. Look at that. 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 6, 5. Whew, man, good Lord, boy.
I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know. What happens when you in a relationship and then your other person just become violent to where you think that they might hurt you? Like, what do you see it and they stay there? Have you been threatened? Like, I don't know. Like, I never hope I get with the lady and she has homicide in her heart. How do you detect that?
I
How?
know it. And
I ain't trying to die with nobody's feelings.
he shot and he shot 2 other people, including his wife.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sad story, man. Women, y'all, I really want to express this part. Y'all be careful out there. I don't care how good that man look. I don't care how good that man Harry is. I don't care what he's doing for you. It doesn't matter because it's a lot of domestic violence going on around in these relationships. We just don't know or don't hear a lot about it. But it's a lot going on. Even to the point when you read the other story about it, domestic violence was in it too. And it is so sad, boy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's just that stuff right there is no joke. And it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. You got to bury these kids. These kids.
And I'm definitely not saying this for no joke, not at all. But because I know I be pulling information from just things that I know. It's just one episode. I watched a lot of anime. This episode of Naruto, and it was the Great War. It was the Great War, which I think the fourth Great Ninja War, and they use reanimation jutsu. Reanimation is when somebody takes the dead and bring them back to life. There was just one guy. Before you do that, the jutsu pulls the coffins out of the ground, and their corpses in the coffin, and they got to do the jutsu to bring them back to life. I'm just that's just where my mind went. But I was just thinking. I remember how I felt seeing that. You don't really see coffins, all these coffins in an anime, and I'm just thinking, this woman, this mother, has to go to a church or wherever she's gonna bury her kids and see 8 coffins at one time. 8.
Man, you got heartbreaking that is.
I know. I can't even put it in words. Like, we can't even. There's no words for comfort. For a woman to look up like the anime show, these were different people. These was ninjas who gave their life in the war or whatnot. That's an anime show. I'm just saying I resonate with stuff like that. But that gave me my mental image when I saw 7 in the show, 7 in a row. This woman has 8 coffins. That's all of her kids. And here's the thing. I know they're probably not going to do this, but it possibly could be 9. He might be up there too. I don't think they're going to do that because he did it. But that's still 9. No matter what happened, That's still 9 people that she loved and cherished that's gone just like that.
Just like that.
And then let's get to the more practical part of it. Do her insurance even cover all this? Like, do she have the funds? Is she gonna have to put up her home? Like, how's she gonna go through this? And you know the most heartbreaking thing that's really going to happen, and I hope it don't happen. Once they buried and they in the ground, maybe for a week, maybe for 2 weeks, she gonna be checked on. But at some point in time, phone calls and visits gonna get quiet.
Always.
Now she there by herself, not knowing when somebody you love pass away. That's one of the wounds that it never heals. It gets better. It get you scratch your arm, it's gonna make a mark. It's gonna callus. It's gonna come on. It's gonna be darker. But I got marks on my body still from when I was in elementary.
Oh man, yeah.
These marks on her heart is never gonna heal. Through time, with work, she can get better. But you gotta understand, there's even relationships for me. When birthdays come around, I still reminisce. That reminiscing is crazy.
It sure is. What's up? It sure is, man.
You reminisce on the stuff that hurt you, and for some reason, the way it's set up, you can remember you can remember the bad stuff that happened to you like it was yesterday.
Just like it was yesterday, man. It's heartbreaking, man. It really is heartbreaking. You know, it hurts, bro. It hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we sit here and we don't. I don't know, man. I don't even know. I don't even want to go to that part because I don't even know. Because it's heartbreaking. It really is. It is heartbreaking. Y'all, if this y'all first time tuning in with us on Open Mic Night, we welcome each and every one of you all. Welcome. This your first time. Let us know. Let us know. But that is heartbreaking, man. I mean, just sitting there, like you said, you got 8 cats sitting there. Takes me back when Brian Robson they had his funeral with his kids, grandkids, man. Four caskets right there. And now you got this woman got to lay 8 of her kids to rest.
You know, one of the saddest funeral I went through. I'm glad I went to it as a child, not as an adult, because it would have broke me. But my father let our neighbor borrow a car, and I don't know the circumstances. And this was in the 90s. And that night she was driving, she wrecked her car. It was her boyfriend, and it was her 3-year-old child in the car. Her boyfriend survived. 3-year-old didn't survive. 3-year-old broke her neck in the wreck. Don't know why they wrecked or whatnot. But bro, I went to the funeral. Seeing a small casket for a 3-year-old, you're not supposed to see that. You're not supposed to have to bury no baby. And I'm just thinking, like, dude, she would still have a young life. Right now, she would be mid-20s, mid-20s, at least. Yeah, no, Yeah, she'll be at least anywhere between 25 and 30. That's young.
Yeah, that's
Her
young, man.
life got taken away at 3. 3. And I'm just thinking that's my only experience when it comes to a child that I know. And this lady had 8 of her own.
Her
This ain't a
own.
it's not a neighbor. This ain't no friend, no relative, no church member. This hers.
Mm, 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 mm. Man, can you imagine that, bro? You can't even imagine that. Mm.
Oh no. I gotta
And
fall
see,
back on it. I'll be getting emotional.
you be yeah. I mean, we sit here, y'all, and just thinking about that right there is heartbreaking. It really is. It is heartbreaking to the teeth. Mm, 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 mm,
But for me, prayers go up to her and her family and stuff. And you just
yeah.
never know. You just never know. Live life to the fullest. Life can come at you. You just really never know. Just make sure your heart is right. When that time happens, make sure your heart is right. Make sure your soul is taken care of. And I'll make it just a little bit lighter. But today I was riding. I was you know Seacrest shortcut, right?
Yeah.
I was riding down the road heading to TJ Maxx, and the car was flipped over on his head by itself. I pulled up, there was still people in the car, and so it was other people that was around there. The man, it was a husband and wife. The man got out the passenger seat. The wife got out the driver's seat. They were both okay. They was really both okay. But I told the guy, y'all got y'all lives, man. You got your lives. God is with you, guys. But they was shaking up. They was shaking up. And tell me if I would have been wrong to do this. I looked at this guy because I was about to give this guy some game. I was about to tell him, don't get in that ambulance. That's gonna be about $1,500 to $2,000. Don't get in that ambulance. Y'all good. I said, hey, I take you to the hospital right now. Like I take you to the hospital. But
Mm-hmm.
I said that, but I didn't try to coach him because this was a man. Imagine a man that's like 6'4". He was dark skinned. He looked like he was in his mid 40s to mid 50s. And dude, his eyes was watery. He was holding back these tears. And I was like, he don't care about that money right now. He just cared that he got his life. He got his life. He cared his wife is okay. So I just made sure that was okay. I was like, look, man, y'all got y'all live. But I wanted to tell him, don't get in the ambulance. Y'all good. No broken bodies, no broken nothing. But they got taken care of, man. But I saw that today. That happened today. And I'm glad they got their lives, man. That's the trucker in me, being a trucker. When I see accidents, man, I just have to pull over and help. And then not even that, who I am as a person, I want to make sure somebody else is taken care of.
Oh man, yeah. And this is a lot of people don't talk about this type of subject or death because they so afraid. They talk about death, they're gonna die. You're gonna die anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you talk about it or not, you're gonna die anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know the time or the day. But
Right.
and sometimes I flash back to sitting at funerals and listening to Mr. Smith talk, and it was at Mother Capel funeral, one of the mothers of the church when she passed away. And I got up and spoke, and I said, y'all, Mr. Smith said, come around to greet the family. I said, he's not only talking about at the funeral, because when the phone stopped ringing, like you were saying, people stopped coming to the house. You didn't get no text message. You didn't get nobody to check up on you. That's when reality really kicked in. When that house settled down, Everybody's gone. Reality keeps in. My son, my daughter, my husband, my wife, or immediate family like that. They're really gone now. Now the walls that look like they're starting to close in on you. That's when you really supposed to come around and check on them.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where they need you the most. They're okay during the week up until the funeral. They're okay because everybody's there and everybody calling. You know, it hit them the first day when they hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
But along the day, let's say somebody passed away Sunday, they're gonna have a funeral Saturday or something like that. Sunday they're hurt because they don't got the news. They had to go identify the body and contact the funeral home. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're okay. Friday might be tough because they got to go view the body, make sure everything okay before they show the body.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, they're all right. That's why most time you only see them crying because they don't deal with the crying before they get to Saturday. Saturday evening, everybody's still fine. You know how I'm just saying, y'all, you know how black folks do after the funeral. We eat, party, and drinking. After that, next thing you know, when Sunday comes, people going back home. Monday comes, it's when it hits. Man, I love one gone for real. I mean, especially you married. I'm in the house by myself now. And you get to hearing all this stuff playing in your head, all the memories, all the laughter, and all this kind of stuff. It get to playing back over, you know, in your head, man. You be like, man. And if you're not careful, man, that'll drive you crazy.
Yeah. And you know, I take another angle at it too. Is that you know, a lot of times that they don't deal. Most of the mothers, the fathers, don't deal with the grief leading up to the funerals because now they throwed into the arrangements. They got so much work that they have to do and make sure this is right. They got so much signing that they have to do that they didn't have time to grieve. They had time. No time. And so now, like you said, here's where they normally break down at is when everybody gone, but then that first step, once everybody leave, this woman have 8 kids. And she go back to them empty rooms. That first that not even a full second. Not even a full second. Her mom might play a trick on her and say, where my kids at? Because she's so used to her kids being in the room. You know, her habit might yell out, might tell her, it's quiet in this house. Yep. Like it's them habits. Because she done had them kids were from 3 to 11. That means kids yelling, kids not cussing, but kids fussing, kids fighting, kids begging, kids whining, going to school, coming home from school. She done been in an 11-year routine.
Laughing and joking and playing.
Laughing and joking, yelling, being mad, being upset, going on family trips, Christmases and Thanksgivings and all this good stuff. All of that gone at one time. So that habit. Man, my kids supposed look. You know another thing. Look, there's simple things that people don't even think about. She's sitting outside. She hear that school bus come by, and the school bus don't stop.
Man,
school bus don't let kids. Man, it's them little small things that you just don't understand how her life done changed. How her life done changed. You know,
or a substitute driver that didn't know.
Yeah,
and stop there.
Ooh, that'd be scary. Ooh, I'll break down right then and there. Here's another thing. You know, this ain't happening nowadays, but humor us because we older. Imagine your kids, their kids' friends come up and knock on the door. Can Jimmy come out? They ain't it ain't no more knocks on the doors. I remember I used to go knock on the door for my friend. His grandma made it a thing. Most of the time, if I come and see him, I gotta stay and eat supper with them.
Oh, that was
She had,
man.
yeah. I had to stay and eat supper. They don't get that no more. They don't get that no more.
And the thing about that, I got to stay and eat supper. What y'all cooking today?
Hey, I don't care what you're cooking. You say eat. You say eat.
I gotta eat. Oh, come on in here, baby. What? Yes, you get to the point. You my grandma too.
Yeah, grandma.
You my mama. Yeah, I be.
Yeah. Oh, but here's the other thing too. They don't know about this in 2026. They don't know about this. That was the time when the grandma everything that prepared was homemade. Everything was homemade.
Man, do you remember after a funeral, them grandmas could?
Yes,
man.
Homemade.
Hey, here you go, baby. Put that up. That's for y'all right here. That's for y'all.
Yeah.
This other one is for the guests, but this right here, that's for y'all. Could they be done made a separate plate?
Yeah.
That's for y'all. Go ahead and put that over there. Oh, mother, you ain't said nothing. I was gonna do that anyway. But man, I'm telling you, you're right, Flo. The day after the funeral is when it all kicks in. Everything kicks in after everything is over. And that's the ball game. And now reality has settled in. You're in that house. The walls are cracking. It sounds like somebody in the house running. You know, it almost sounds like they're still in the house, running in the house, playing. And the scary part about that is the devil plays with that. I'm gonna drive you crazy up in here. You hear them footsteps. You don't hear it, but in your mind, you really do hear it. You see what's going on? And then he turned right around and flip it. Yeah, I took him out. What you gonna do about it? You might well take yourself out too. What you got to live for? And that's when he plays with you. Everybody think the devil messes with your mind when you on top and all that. Yeah, that much is true. But when you going through grief, oh, he really gets in your head for real. Because he's trying to get you to take yourself out. What you got to live for? Everybody gone now. So I need you to take yourself out too. For what? And most people do. You know, and I know you've probably heard, Neil, especially a lot of parents, when they lose their kid, they worry themselves to death.
You know, I think one of the hardest things is when a man and woman is married and they lose a child, and one of the parents blame the other one.
Oh man, yeah.
I think I just see I have not really fully witnessed it in real life. I done seen it, I done heard about it in family, but there's people that done got a divorce because they blamed the other. I know this woman, she said she couldn't bear to look at her husband for him letting their child die. And in this particular situation, it was out of his hands. But she was so much in grief. You the husband, you the father, you the protector. How you gonna let this happen? Sometimes some things, look, man, we just human, we just flesh and bone. We can't, you know, it's this old TV show. I cry about it now. And sometimes I'm gonna be honest, let's be real. I was asking God to give me this power, but I think it's called Seventh Day. Not Seventh Heaven, but Seventh Day. You know, this show is this guy. It starts off, there's always a cat, and he always get a newspaper dropped on his door. And the newspaper is 7 days ahead of time. And what he do, he looks in the newspaper and he see the bad stuff that happened. And now it's even 7 days or 1 day. I think it's 1 day, but we have one full day to try to go prevent whatever bad happened. And I'm just like, something like that. Yes, let's try to prevent it. But that's a TV show. Real life, they don't print them newspapers until after it happened. And there's nothing anybody could do to stop something that God has already put a number on. That's the thing. I know I'm gonna agree. I know when if everything goes the way life's supposed to go, my mom, my dad is going to probably pass away before me. I know I'm gonna hurt. I know I'm gonna grieve. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna trip me out. But I still know it was their time. God is not gonna call nobody home unless it's their time. No matter, no matter. I'm sorry. I know we're talking about these 7 kids. No matter how horrendous it was, no matter how tough it was, no matter, God is still in there. The thing that we can take away from these kids, especially the youngest kids, is knowing that they have a rightful place in heaven. They wasn't given a chance to even decide their life, to even understand. If you can just attach yourself to that, maybe there could be a little bit of hope. Because what happened shouldn't have happened the way it happened. It's tough, it's hard. But just know God is still in control. That's hard. It's hard when you're going through it. It's hard to even have that mindset. I'm saying that because I hope I have that mindset when he called my father and my mom's home.
Yeah. A lot of times we get to thinking, man, they died before their time. I should think that too, until I got to realize and really looking at it. It is their time. Because we have seen a lot of people get banged up or even get pew in the head and no injuries. Still in their right mind, everything. It wasn't their time. And a lot of times we lose focus on that because especially when they're young and we lose focus on that. And then this brings me to this too, especially with this young generation. And a lot of these young people are being unalive and they unaliving people like it's nothing. It makes me look at, is this a generation that's got to be filtered out some? And I was listening to Charleston White talk about it one time. Or is it because these young people are so disrespectful to their parents? And we already know what the Bible say about that. You disrespecting your parent, you're supposed to respect them and honor them. But we honor them so your life will be long. It's because their life might be getting cut short because they are not honoring them and being disrespectful.
Could be. Yeah. Yeah.
And the sad part, some of the kids that have nothing to do with it get caught up in the crossfire. See, we don't think that far ahead of that because we have been taught a certain way in church. We're supposed to think like this and think like that, and whatever the pastor say, we're supposed to think like him. No, I venture off from what he say because I can look in the Bible and say, wait a minute, God is saying this right here. So maybe our lives will be a little bit longer. The young folks might be a little bit longer if they quit glorifying the street and look at what the Bible says. Say, honor your mother and father, so your days only be longer. And we see a lot of kids, man, I see them kids, they be fight, especially the mother, they be fighting the mother. Too many of the boys don't try the daddy. Because the daddy put them down real quick. Especially when them daddies have been on the street like that.
Yeah.
And he trying to save his son for being in the street like that. Come on, man.
Man, let me tell you this funny video I just saw. This father was dropping his son off at school. And they did the father-son talking everything. I love you. And the son, he was high school. The son got out the car, took his time, get out the car. His pants was down halfway. His thighs had on some purple underwears. His dad looked at him and said, Boy, you got a fat butt back there. And his son turned around and looked at him and sat down. And his dad was like, yeah, I said it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. What you think they're going to say you locked up? You got your pants down like that. What you think they're going to say? What you think they're going to? And his dad talked to him for about like a full minute. And his son was just looking at him, just looking at while his dad was giving him a lesson. His son didn't say one word. When his son got out, first thing he did was pull his pants up. Pull them things up. Pull them things up. I'm saying that to say, because you said something about these kids don't try their fathers. Man, I definitely want to have this conversation, man. Trying to help out these women that are kidless, doesn't have kids, and the importance of having a child with a man. Hopefully you can wait till you're married, having a child with somebody that's going to be there. Because these kids, I'm sorry, it's in the DNA. When these kids grow up and get a certain age, when they get bigger, when they get stronger, and they know that you can't hold them no more, it's just like an animal in the animal kingdom. They gonna challenge the throne. They're going to. They got to. It's just natural. And women, you're naturally weaker, slower, stronger. And that yelling that you did their whole childhood can't work no more. And now you're scared in your own space. And now you're looking at this child like, how did the child that I loved, that I breastfed, that I carried, I bathed, how this child is this evil to me? That is the importance of keeping a man in the house. That right there's the importance. They don't do it. Oh, they'll try us. But we know what to do when that happens. We know.
We dropped that father and son title.
Yeah.
We man to man now. You want to try me? We man to man.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me say this and I'll let you get it. My godson, I love him. I love him. He just turned 18 and he got accepted into college. Yay! He going to college, right? We had a man-to-man talk. I talked to him. I said this. I said, hey, you about to go to college. You about to get exposed to stuff that you ain't even know. I said, these things that I'm asking of you. I said, for one, I'm proud of you. I've never been proud. You need me at my number ain't never going to change. Me and my homies, we got your back. You need us, we there. I pat him on the back. But I said 3 things. I said, don't go to college, take anybody drugs and get on no drugs. I said, I want to tell you to wait until marriage to have sex. Well, I know you're probably going to do it. I know, but I said, don't get no little girl pregnant. But I said, here's the biggest one. I said, you're not dropping out of college. I said, I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care the homework load. I do not care. You're not dropping out of college. I said, if I find out that you're home and you're not at college, I said, you're 18 now. The gloves come off. That's exactly what I told him. Mm-hmm. You're 18. The gloves come off. And I was like, my other homies that you met, they already done said that they there at the door too. So do not think you're dropping out of college because you're 2 to 3 hours away. The college is. If I find out you back at home and it's just not the visit or whatnot, this the nearly you ain't gonna want to see. I say other stuff for the cameras. I can't say what I want to say, but I say you 18 and them gloves come off, staring at him dead in the eyes. This dude looked like he saw a ghost. And I said, yeah, my name is Tommy. Now you say, oh, but no, I told him. I said no. And here's the thing with him not getting that speech. This dude can go to college as soon as it ever get hard. Mom is gonna take him back home because this is her baby. This is her baby. No. You the first one out of your family going to college. No, and we're gonna stay in college. You need a tutor? Let's go get a tutor. We got ChatGPT. We got Cloud. We got all of this. You know, I got people right now that done went to college and got bachelors and got masters and stuff. We're gonna get you the help, but you're not about to do is drop out of college because it done got hard, or you don't want to go no more and come back home and sleep on this couch and work at McDonald's. We ain't doing that. And, you there now? We're gonna see it through.
Young men that's maybe watching. Let me let y'all in on a secret.
Go ahead and get them with the secret.
When you playing with your daddy, I know what it is. You trying to fill them out with their strength. When y'all playing and stuff like that, that daddy's not gonna let you know how really strong he really is. Just in case you try him one day.
Let him know.
I'm just letting y'all know. And young women, your mother ain't gonna let you know how strong they really are until you try her. Try her, you'll find out how strong your mama is. You would get your tail whooped. Now, we try to be nice, because I remember one time, my nephew one time, he tried me. He's on me. I take you, man. You ain't nothing. I take you. I, okay, you know, do what you gotta do. You know, he grabbed me and stuff, and I said, okay. And I flipped. I said, old school still got it. And he said, yeah, man, you know, that's just lucky. And he tried to get a little serious, because I think his pride was hurt.
Of course.
Because he looking at this old man flip me like that. He tried me again, and I picked him up. I scooped him up, Neil. I scooped him up before he knew it. Boom, just like that. And just threw him over there. You know, I threw him over there on the chair. I didn't want to hit the floor. And my brother came in. My brother said, yeah, you keep trying us old school, boy. You mess around and get your feelings hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You gotta catch up while we sleep. And then that's still gonna be dangerous, because we sleep with one old.
With the 38 under the pillow.
Talking about. And like I tell young guys at work, I said, man, y'all older than me. They said, man, Carl, we'll take you. I said, I tell you what. I said, you see all these toolboxes and all these tools and stuff? Yeah, mm-hmm. That's legal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I'm not fighting fair.
Mm-hmm.
And if we go to court, that's what I'm gonna tell them. So, man, they try to jump on an old 58-year-old man.
Right. No, hey man, I'm gonna tell you what I do with these kids that I mentor is that when they think they can get me, I grapple with them and I put them in a headlock and just talk. I put them in a headlock. You thought you had me, didn't you? And they struggling trying to get up. Thought you had me, did man? Do you know how much time I got in this life? I was out here doing this when you wasn't even thought of, man. Like, come on, man. So here's the other thing, little kids, that I want you to understand. Carl said it best. We don't show y'all full strength. But here's another thing that we have over you. You guys come at us with a full head of steam. We're calm. We're collected. And we got technique. So even if you lifting weights at school, even if you're stronger, you ain't even got the technique. Only thing I know, you lifting weights, you getting strong, you do it. I'm gonna play around, make it seem like I'm engaging, but my mind is just getting tired. As soon as I see it, oh, we in there. We in there. Oh, why we huffing and puffing? Why we huffing and puffing now?
Be like, on baby boy babies, oh, you young folks, y'all don't know nothing. Come like a grave around your neck.
Mama, yeah. Mama.
Your mama. But that scene right there is so fun. Yeah. Only reason I ain't been on you like that because that woman right there. Oh, boy.
Mama. Yeah, I mean, if this was his job, I mean, get down. I forgot what it said, make you get on the knees if he little Jody.
Yeah, and then the other part when he licked him on top of the head.
Yeah. You see where you be at?
Hey, but you know
and then what he say? What he say? You got it.
And then
you got it.
And you know what? What happens with that? He respected him after he grabbed that joker like that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "This dude ain't nothing to play with, man."
He felt that penitentiary muscle, and then look. But this is what I'm scared at. We didn't have that confrontation, and then you ask me, "Do y'all need anything from the store?"
Man, if you don't get out of here with that right there,
that's what I'm scared at.
Nothing. What I want from the store for you.
That's what I'm scared for you to do this and then ask me a casual question to be serious about it. I ain't dealing with you.
But I'm like not dealing with you. Your mama don't whip your tail. You want something to eat? What? You got to
I am. You hungry? No, I don't want nothing. Your stomach growling like. Your stomach growling.
About 30 minutes later, man, that plate still in there.
Yes, it is. Check the microwave. God dang, boy.
Don't try me no more though. See, back then, man, growing up, mama's was a enforcer, and they would tell you, try me if you want to. But you know what? I told my mom one time, you know what? You should have played baseball.
Right, because you got to go with his head.
You got a good swing. And boy, that time she threw that shoe, I cut the corner. The shoe came around the corner too.
I call that the boomerang.
You should have played. I said, your brother played it. You should have played too. But man,
good. That's good time.
It's been a good one, man. I ain't trying to stay on too late because we.
Yeah, I got to get out of here. I got to get out. This was a good comeback.
Yeah, man, it's a good comeback, y'all. But y'all keep that family in prayer, and everybody else that's going through grief. You may not be going through the grief like that mother getting ready to bury 8 kids, but you may be going through a grief. You may be lost a loved one. That's something serious to think about. We always say, well, I got time. No, you may not have time. Your time could be ended today. You don't know. Ooh. Stop complaining so doggone much about a whole bunch of stuff. People don't got to the point where you just complain about every doggone thing. You better start. If you need a reminder, and I say this often, you need a reminder. Once you go to a cemetery and go out to one that a grave has just been freshly dug and somebody's in it right now. That's reality. That could have been you. Go out to you. If you feel that bad, go to the cemetery and say, Lord, let me switch places with them. Let's see how you feel then. All them folks that's out there in the cemetery, they would love to switch places with you. I don't care how young they are or how old they were. They would switch places with you right now. If they can come back and tell you right now, you better get yourself together because you don't know when you're going to leave here. So it's something to think about. Y'all keep your eyes open. Because life is that short, like that dash in between them, that birthday, that born date, and that death date. That dash, that's your life right there. Some people think it's like this. No, your life is like that. And like young people always been like, especially my cousins now sometimes and young people I know, y'all, man, Pete, man, you getting old, ain't you? I said, boy, you better pray you get to this age. Because y'all are dying way before we are. How are we outliving y'all? I know God is in control of death, but boy, y'all, it's like y'all don't care nothing. I was saying, man, I was saying in Sunday school to some of the young people that was in there, where y'all get this thing that death and going to prison is a badge of honor? Where y'all get this? Especially you boys. Where y'all get that from? That's I guarantee you none of y'all would want to go there. You try to be hard around your friends. I said, okay, you play that you want to. Trying to be hard. Where y'all get this from? That I'm gonna go to prison, man. That's a badge of honor. Ain't no honor. I said, y'all young folks. I said, let me school y'all with something in case y'all mama and grandparents and grandmother and grandfather don't even tell y'all can go to hell. Because you know better.
Right.
You can go to hell. I don't care how much your mama pray for you. I don't care how much your grandma, grandfather, granddad, daddy, mom, and daddy. I don't care how much they pray for you. You can go to hell.
Yeah.
Once you lay in that casket, it's over, bro. Matter of fact, it's over the day you close your eyes and never open them again. It's over. We're gonna talk about that one day, Neil.
Oh man, we do it.
Of life, bro.
We do it, and that's a good way to end. There's something that I've been waiting till we got back on this podcast. I wanted to say it was on my heart. This even after speaking, with a lot of my family members, and there's some other people I can say that I can't say right now. But this I want to end with this message. This is targeted towards people that's 60 and above. But this message is for everybody. I was talking to this guy, and he just said, he out of the blue, he was just telling me where everything was at. He was just like, this is over here, this was over that. It was weird. I don't know why. And then he just said, yeah, because if something happened, I want you to know where everything is at. And I sat on that for a little bit. And I said, hey man, what you mean by that? What you mean by if everything happened? And he said, have you ever got the feeling that your time is coming near? And I'm gonna be honest. I said, honestly, no, I haven't. I don't think about it. I said, I told him, I said, look, I'm okay with my mortality. I don't want to die, but if the Lord take me, then I'm cool with that. But he was like, yeah, I've been feeling that my time is almost up. I just really been feeling this. And that's when the evangelism came out and we got to the Bible and stuff. And he was like, I was asking him questions. I was like, do you think your heart is right? You think your heart? And he said no. And he was like, I done so much stuff in my life. I just don't think I'm worthy. Here's where my message starts for you guys. I want you to know it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter how long you've been on this earth. You also can be redeemed. You can be redeemed. Only thing what the Lord wants you to do is come to him and accept him as your Lord and Savior. Know that he died on the cross for you. It doesn't matter what you did in your past. You already been forgiven. I want you to come to him and acknowledge that. And I want you to understand you're carrying so much guilt. You're carrying so much anger and hurt that you don't think that you can be forgiven. The problem that I saw in a lot of people, the longer it takes for you to do something, the harder it takes for you to confront it. And what you have to do, if you still got life in your lungs, you still got breath in your lungs, just go to God and say, God, I surrender. I accept you as my Lord on Jesus Christ. I accept you as my Lord and Savior. What do I need to do to make it right? How do I need to live the rest of my life? It doesn't matter if you're 15, 55, it doesn't matter if you're 105. As long as you're on this earth, you can be redeemed. I've been wanting to give that message to a lot of people. But just know that you can be redeemed.
And man, since you said that, I ain't got nothing else to say, but that's a way to end it right there.
Yep.
Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for tuning in with us and all you newcomers. We appreciate you. Even on YouTube, we appreciate you. Stay tuned, watch out, because we'll be back Sunday too, and talk about some stuff on Sunday. Brandon said he'll be back next week, so y'all just be
Brandon, what up?
just be on the lookout and think about what Neil just said, because that is so true about everything he just said. And the guy he was talking about, feeling it. He's feeling it. He may not know when, he may not know the day or the time, but he feeling that. That's why he letting everybody know. So Neil, we appreciate that, man, bro. Thank you for hanging out with us again, as always.
Hanging out. This home. This home. I ain't hanging out. I'm here.
Yeah. Y'all, I ain't even gonna say nothing else. Neil, you got anything else to say? Because that's the way to end it right there.
Nah, I mean, no, we'll be back whenever we can. And I just want that to marinate on their heart. That's all I want.
And if you missed it, rewind it and play it.
Yeah. Just want that to marinate on their heart. Right, that's all.
Yeah. That's old school talk right there. Rewind. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Like, they don't know nothing.
Y'all don't know nothing about that.
They don't know about rewinding.
We getting ready to get out of here. Neil, love you, bro. We holler at you.
Love you, man. Y'all be good, man. I'm gonna keep surprising you at your job.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all about that. We're gonna talk about it one day too. But anyway, hey, I ain't gonna spoil it right now. We out.
We out here. Peace.